Hello everybody, welcome back to my show, to the voice from your wallet free to play. Finally I decided to play a classic, cause it's it's quite appropriate, and I'm gonna tell you why. We're gonna play Half-Life 2, and not an ordinary game either, cause we're gonna play a Half-Life 2 update mod for the game, which, generally just gives you better textures, but that's better than regular textures, so that's good enough. And it's poignant because we're gonna play community commentary version of it. So it's as if I'm playing with Ross Scott from Accursed Farms, the creator of Freeman's Mind, a very popular series. I shouldn't be giving them shoutouts either way. And Pro Jared, someone who definitely does need shoutouts in current contemporary times. And that'll be one of the reasons. So yeah, we're gonna start a new game. It's fine, I don't need achievements, it's just a game. It's just a game. Why do you worry so much? It's just a game. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter that you actually interact with other people. It's just a game.
Developer Philip Victor, and I'd like to welcome you to Half-Life 2 update and its brand new community commentary mode. This latest version of the update was certainly the most ambitious version yet, and has taken 3 years of development to get it just right. My goal is to create an experience where long-time fans can replay the game they love in a new and improved form, and first-time players can have an experience that's closer to modern visual and technical standards, while also maintaining and respecting the 2004's original sensibilities, gameplay, and concepts. This community commentary feature aims to provide information not mainly on the development of the update itself, but on the development of the original Half-Life 2 using research and community input. To listen to a commentary node, put your crosshair over the floating commentary symbol and press your use key. To stop a commentary node, put your crosshair over the rotating node and press the use key again. Consider joining the official Steam group to give me your impression and suggestions, and stay on top of Half-Life 2 updates news. Thanks, and have fun.
Thank you, Philip. Now the classic. Shine, Mr. Freeman. Rise and shine. Not that I wish to imply you've been sleeping on the job. No one is more deserving of a rest, and all the efforts in the world would have gone to waste if... Well, let's just say your hour has come again. The right man in a wrong place can make all the difference in the world. So wake up, Mr. Freeman. Wake up and smell the ashes. I hope you enjoyed my rendition of G-Man's speech. It's pretty much burnt into my mind. It's pretty much burnt into everybody's mind, since it's so iconic and they played this game so many times as I have. Yes, Philip told us that shit is gonna go down. Oh yeah, good quick test because it seems sluggish. FPS test. If you can do a 360 with a one swipe across your mousepad, your sensitivity is good.
No matter how many times I've been relocated, I never get used to it.
Oh yeah, perfect. So yeah, we're having a little, what would it be called? What's the word that I like? Subtle little, credits to the side, right? Like in a movie. And we've I have missed out on an opportunity to ask those people, these two guys here, what they think. So you can interact with NPCs. They do have like a preset of responses to you. But what they say, very important, what they say is, I didn't see you get on, and things like that. They specifically say, I didn't see you get on, which is very interesting because it's really well, if you played the first game, which is to say Half-Life 1, you would know that shit has gone down. and now you have just been appeared mysteriously here. Nicely.
Welcome.
Oh, there's the scanner. Right down into the fucking train to chase after us. Motherfucker has a flashlight that also works like a flashbang to blind you. We'll see that later. So yeah, before we get to Breen's speech, also I want to address standing still in the starting position, barely making any fucking progress, that Philip said it took him 3 years to make the whole effort of upgrading this game, updating it to current visual standards, and I guess gameplay something. I played this game before, the update that is, not just Half-Life 2, and I did not see those. Oh, please do remind me if I forget what kind of music I want to put into intro, because I recalled, and I wonder if anyone will ever fucking catch it, like understand why that music. Probably not. But I felt stuck there. Anyway, gameplay standards, but also paying respect to the original. I don't know why the chairs are sticky like this. I think like they're not solid. And where the dude, I can't feel my legs. I can't feel my legs. I don't know why the chairs are like, seem like you can clip through them, but only if you jump over. Anyway, gameplay standards. I saw no difference in gameplay. Not only that, I barely saw any difference in visual compared to the original. If you have Half-Life 2, this mod is free. So if you do have Half-Life 2, this is technically the superior version. So go ahead and play it. It's just there we go. We just had the flashbang up in our eyes because the scanner bitch decided to do it. There wasn't anything happening anyway. So let's see here. Immediately we're hit with our friend, someone who we're gonna hear from. Could you fuck off just simply?
We opted to label this as a community commentary as opposed to developer commentary for several reasons. First and foremost, we were not developers that worked on any official release of Half-Life 2, but also because we want to approach this commentary not as a developer, but as fans of the game. I was responsible for creating most of the commentary, with the help of several other Half-Life fans and members of our Steam group. Any nodes pertaining to the development of the update will be read by Victor and myself, and any nodes with facts and insight into the original Half-Life 2 and its development will be read by Ross Scott and our friends from Did You Know Gaming. Many people pitched in a lot of time and energy to make this happen, and I hope it will be something you enjoy. Thanks.
Thanks, Zach. Really, one of my hopes that I'll leave my mark on some game like that, even if they'll just ask me to have a commentary, only because of my amazing voice. That'll be good enough. Thank you. You're always helping. You can fuck off now. You did your job. Yeah, there we go. And why is it important? So, we're already halfway into this episode, and I barely did anything. I hope you're enjoying it so far. I am. I can tell you I am. So, I've got no luggage. I can steal somebody else's and carry it essentially to the end of the fucking chapter. And I could do it, but I also could not. So I'm gonna skip that idea, I think. There's no time. There is literally no time. Look, see? Clear. Also, this mark here, like, not corruption, what is it? With the metals. Corrosion. Corrosion, because, you know, when it dripped, and it always dripped down the 6th o'clock. Amazing. Oh.
Welcome to City 17.
Yeah, why is it prudent for me to play Half-Life 2 update? Because one of the voiceover is Pro Jared, and Pro Jared had a little tea spill lately. What his tea spill was, you know, his whole divorce, and it was funny. It was funny because, you know, divorce, first off, don't get married, and second off, here, a scooter. I've got a scooter now. What was I on about? What words did I use? Marriage, that's right. He got married. way back when, and then he apparently allegedly cheated on his wife, and then his wife was all upset. He blocked her on his Twitter, and then more things came out. Not that Jared was a cheater, but it turns out that there was no cheating to be done, because the relationship was supposedly open and his wife initiated it. She took part into soliciting children into sex, apparently, allegedly, in case you wanna sue. Don't, you can't. I said allegedly. That's like that's like a mirror, that's like a reverse card. Very well. So yeah, well, I don't know how the deal went, the whole deal with the divorce and legalities, but that's the deal. I like it because she got some of the shit splashed on her too, and you might have seen her from some cosplay pictures done by some sort of professional, because they look professional, right? They're essentially good pictures. The topic doesn't matter. But if you ever see her without all the makeup caked on, you'll see that she's not actually attractive. Women, am I right? So yeah, she looks nice in a couple of cosplay pictures, because not only she's got a suit, she also has a face suit that's called makeup. That's one thing. And the other tea spill that happened lately. Alright, that's what I wanted to do. Where did you go? Where are you leaving? Are you tired now? I'm giving up? Come back. I'll fuck you up. You shit. Right, and the other tea spill that was very important lately was James Charles. Lately. And James Charles, who decided to harass straight men because he's such a paragon of virtue of being gay, and also his falling out with his friend or some shit, mentor maybe, or maybe just sugar mama, because he decided to, advertise for a product that's from a different company than his sugar mama was overseeing, selling. Where are you going? We're not done. Will we listen to the whole Breen speech? Maybe not. We've got commentary to listen to. Let's trigger a commentary and then come back to what I was talking about, maybe.
This train station is our first introduction to City 17 and the world of Half-Life 2. Valve's level designers had to carefully craft every aspect of this scene to convey its oppressive atmosphere. This sort of environmental storytelling was something that Valve pioneered back in the days of Half-Life 1, and it allowed them to flesh out a setting without ever taking control away from the player. One advantage of Half-Life 2's approach when compared to Half-Life 1's opening train ride sequence is that players can explore at their own pace and learn a lot of additional information by interacting with the characters. All of these techniques are key parts of maintaining the player's sense of immersion and are quite prevalent throughout the first few chapters of the game.
Right. During the time of commentary you can also see that shit stops, and that's kind of cheating because you also get God mode when you activate the nodes. Also, important thing that I wanted to mention, original Half-Life 2 doesn't have any commentary nodes available. Half-Life 2 Episode 1 and 2 do, Portal does, but Half-Life 2 does not, which is a kind of a miss. So yeah, also Half-Life 3 when? Yeah. Carefully crafted environmental storytelling. Perfect. So see, this is the Dark Souls of the video games. They did it first, before Japanese developers did it, and all the weeboos jumped on a train of not taking control away from the players, not having many cutscenes, and also telling story through the environment. It's really a work of a detective, you know, when you tell a story through the environment. You kind of do actually rely on the players to actually understand what the fuck you've done here. So it is a balanced game, sort of. What I mean is that you have to dumb it down enough for the players to understand, Because one of the regular, well, legitimate reasons is that they don't have the specific you're thinking about a situation. So they might not think about the detail you have that was obvious for you. But also there are just idiots around us in the world, so you have to cater to them too. But on the other hand, you cannot make it absolutely dumb. You can't have graffiti spelling out everything. You can have it like in JoJo's Bizarre Adventures, and what I was told that the symbols that bad guys have popping up around them is menacing. In case you're a fucking autistic retard and can't understand the scene is menacing and you need actual word menacing written on the screen for you to understand it, there is no graffiti here saying oppressive train station, or this flashing a words into your eyeballs directly saying invigilation or invigilation. Is that a word even in English language? I'm gonna go with yes. Dude that oppresses you, slavery, things like that. Right, so let's trigger this commentary node.
This first sighting of a Vortigaunt serves two purposes. It's a reminder of the events of Half-Life 1, and it's a sign of how the situation has changed since the Black Mesa incident. A member of a race who was once a foe for the player now complacently sweeps a station platform while a civil protection officer hovers nearby. The Vortigaunt's subservient posture and lack of hostility towards the player is one of the first indications that the human and Vortigaunt races have met a similar fate.
Yes, that's true. Also, interestingly, and I don't know what the reason is, scanners don't get paused during the commentary, but Vortigaunts do, speeches do. The civil protection unit kind of got frozen, but only kind of, because he was still following the scanner with his eyes, that is to say. Yeah, aliens. I didn't play the first game when I was playing the second one, when I played the second one for the first time. But I did play the first game later on, and I did play Black Mesa, and I'm not starting with Black Mesa because it's essentially incomplete at the time of release of this video, which is ass because they're working on it for 10 years now, and what it is just Half-Life 2 with the story of Half-Life 1, essentially. So aren't they doing great? They got the allowance or the license essentially to sell Black Mesa on Steam, not just give it away as a mod. But the Zen universe is still not finished, and the Black Mesa game abruptly ends at the portal scene or something. They fucked up things there more than they did here, and if I'll ever get to playing Black Mesa in its completion, I'm gonna talk about them ad nauseum. So don't you worry about that. Scanner, fuck off. You're not helping. Yeah, see, this is the oppression again. But then why? He took another picture of my face, or back of the head. Really? What for? Just in case you forget? Are you forgetful robot? Are you a forgetful robot? Have you tried some medicine? You fuck. You have chosen or been chosen. You pleb. You no longer live here.
In the citadel so thoughtfully provided by our benefactors.
Carefully crafted oppression. Very subtle. Yeah, unlike him, we can spend eternity right here in the spot, picking through. Oh well, maybe if we're not in the way of the motherfucker here, picking somebody else's luggage. But fuck him. Dipshit. Oh, jumping gives us a speed boost, that's good. Speedrun tech. See, he got bored. Bitch. Quick, progress. Essentially. What are you gonna do now, huh? Shove it up your ugly ass. Fucking hardcore dildo experience, if you know what I'm saying. Yes, all three people went on one train. How many cars did it have? I didn't pay attention. You probably did. I spent so much time there. You might have had a glimpse. You can rewind. I can't. Not now, essentially. At least. What's in here? Fucking nothing. Why are they here? Because it's carefully crafted environmental storytelling. Green water. 1. Amazing. You can't really drink, I have no arms either. I'm essentially quadriplegic, but also psychic, and I've got such telekinetic powers that I can float. Right, so now that we're through 3 commentary nodes of people that of people who are not the person that I was kind of trying to make this video relevant about, we're gonna stop here because the time is running low, and I'm kind of trying, as usual, to stick to the kind of a time frame that was going on. So yeah, shit has been going down, a little bit of a tea storm on YouTube with our favorite peoples of well, would have said of video games, but only Pro Jared is an issue here, and Mr. Homo Gay Man is an issue of a different world, a world that no reasonable intellectual cares about. Make-up world and homo gay people. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed my riveting political commentary when it comes to YouTube and its general shit. See you next episode when I rumble on, and possibly more about Half-Life, because it's actually a pretty good game, but its revolutionariness has been lost over time, because everyone does it now. See you next time.